My name is Rosina. I'm a banker, I'm a biker, an event planner. I let one out. Salsa dancer. Let's go again, don't worry. Hello, once again. As usual, it's Salsarozie, who other than me. And welcome to my YouTube channel. Always a delight to have you with me. And today I'm going to tackle something very sensitive. Why relationships tend to break up. Why sometimes you meet very beautiful relationships and all of a sudden, it just becomes noisy, becomes boring, issues here and there, they tend to break up. What are some of the causes, the basic causes why relationships tend to break up? First and foremost, couples begin to start making assumptions. The thing is that as human as we are, we change daily, monthly, weekly. We are not at a standstill. So sometimes the woman you knew 5 years ago, the man you knew 5 years ago, may probably not be the same man 5 years down the line, may not be the same woman 5 years down the line. So usually when couples begin to make assumptions as to, this is what I know she likes, this is what I know he likes, and then there's no room for asking questions, for communicating, and make so many assumptions, you realize that sometimes you keep doing things that are either boring for the other party because they've seen enough of it. So for instance, a lady tells you I like flowers, okay. So every birthday is flowers upon flowers upon flowers upon flowers. And then you assume that, okay, she likes flowers, so that has to be it. And that's the only thing that's going to make her happy. Or he likes something, you keep doing, you overdo it. Oh, he likes to eat. Let's say you prepare a meal and you say, so this meal is so nice. It means that for the next 5 years, that's the only food he's going to eat. So, look, let's not make assumptions. Let's learn to talk. Let's learn to, just listen to the other party and actually get a sense of what actually they want or they need in a relationship. And then we should be there to have it for them. Sometimes in a relationship, especially with married couples, you realize that as time goes on, you lose sight of the fact that both of you are actually important in the relationship. So you see situations where, especially women, they put in a lot of energy into their children, so much energy into their children, they forget that their man has wants, or the man puts in so much energy into the children, or into some building project, or into some work project, or the lady also has some passion, they are doing something they are doing, and because they feel like they know each other, or they have more important things to do, you realize that both of them forget to actually pay attention to each other. So basically, it's just like, it's not like the person is intentionally out to hurt you, but the person feels like, look, there are more other important things than telling you that I love you. There are more important things than saying that I care about you. There are more important things than, making sure that I make you happy. Look, we have a family to run. We have children to take care of. We have this to do. So some of these things are not important. But trust me, it's the little things. It is the little things. It's the little things that leave that lasting impression in your heart. That's when you mention the other party's name, you have butterflies flying all over your stomach and your heart is pumping and then your eyes are glittering. Why? It's the little things. So when you do have a relationship, don't lose sight of the little things. And closely related, usually when people are in a relationship, they get very settled. Once the man has proposed, the woman has accepted, you're in a relationship or in a marriage, you feel like it's cemented. So really, there's no desire to do more. So sometimes ladies forget to take care of themselves. The kind of clothes you used to wear before, you don't wear anymore. The kind of excitement you used to show when when you see him, you don't show it anymore. The men also, the way they used to look anymore, they don't want to look like that anymore. They are growing pot bellies that are bigger than that of their wives when they are pregnant. And, they're not taking care. Their hair is probably not so kempt and so many things. So you just get settled in a relationship because you feel like, well, your man loves me, the woman loves me, he knows this is who I am, she knows this is who I am, and you just get settled in a relationship. As time goes on, you begin to upset each other. I don't know whether you understand what I'm trying to say. You begin to get on each other's nerves silently. So the moment he watches you walk in that outfit that he never saw you in when you were dating, he's upset. The moment you also walk past looking so unkempt, she's also upset. You come to bed, you haven't taken a bath. He's upset, she's upset. So at the end of the day, I think that it's important not to get settled in a relationship. Because once you're in a relationship, it doesn't mean that it's over. Even when you get married, it doesn't mean it's over. It's important that you keep investing in the relationship. So don't get settled in a relationship. It's very easy for a relationship to break once couples get settled. Now, one other thing which is very important, especially in relationships that have tarried for so long or in marriages, is that one party begins to emotionally cheat on the other partner. So realize that it's not hardcore cheating as in being intimate, but this is where either the man or the woman begin to find a best friend outside of the marriage. Now this is very dangerous because if you're not careful, that friend you find out of the marriage, and it goes both ways, that friend you find out of the marriage becomes your go-to person, the person you discuss your life plans with, the person you do things for, the person you run to when you're happy, when you're sad, when you're hurt, whatever happens. And as time goes on, if you're not careful, you begin to sort of like send issues about your partner to this same party because this same party is becoming your safety net. Now, once you start emotionally cheating on your partner, the tendency of progressing it into actual cheating is very high. Once that person is able to satisfy you emotionally, trust me, it's just a matter of being at the right place, at the right time, under the right conditions. And trust me, that emotional cheating can actually become physical cheating. So when you're in a relationship, I mean, sometimes I can understand it gets a bit boring. Maybe you people are settled, assumptions are being made. You feel you are seeing each other too much. You feel you've been doing the same things all the time. It's important to be intentional about putting fire into the marriage. It's important that you're intentional about putting passion into the marriage. It's important that you're intentional about making each other happy within the relationship, within the marriage, so that you don't entertain any outside people. Because the moment you start entertaining a third party and making that person your comfort net or your comfort zone, your relationship is on its way to being dead. The last thing that is responsible for a lot of relationships breaking up is when partners just fail to listen to each other. It's important to listen to each other because really you can't really be in the mind of the other party. So it's important that you make time to want to listen to their partner, to know what they are thinking, to know what they are expecting from you, to want to know what their needs are. Yes, it's actually a door to help the other partner know exactly how to please you. So it's important that when you're in a relationship, listen to yourselves. Talk to yourselves, communicate. This is once the communication isn't happening, and communication is different from talking. Talking is like you are just talking, but communication is actually talking to listen, to comprehend, to empathize, and then to make sure that there are changes or whatever it is that is discussed. Make sure that after that, your movements, your body positioning shows that you have actually listened. So please, couples, when you're in a relationship, in a marriage, learn to listen to each other. Learn to listen to each other's problems, each other's wahala. Don't think that because that wahala is not your wahala, it is not a wahala. It will be a wahala. So please, learn to listen to each other. So couples in relationships, you know you have a fantastic boyfriend. You know you have a fantastic girlfriend. You know your husband is absolutely amazing. You know your wife is like top of the chain. But if you allow third parties into your relationship, if you don't listen to each other, if you just settle, and then you just make so many assumptions and do all of these things, your relationship is likely to break. So ladies and gentlemen, let's pay attention to our partners and ensure that we have thriving relationships, thriving marriages. Once again, this has been Salsarozie, and I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you. See you again. If you do like this, don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notification button so that you can get more of this content every week. Thank you. Or every day, whatever. Is it okay? Okay. Salsarozie.